at WCA, we believe that we are in the business of building transformed lives rather than just transcripts. My children really enjoyed a great relationship with teachers, older students, and that's what makes WCA the school that it is.
We understand that our role is not just educators, but our role is also a mentor, a spiritual mentor in many respects.
Mr. Davis, he is all about relationships. He takes the time to remember your name and you know what your favorite things are.
I have bonded with so many of my students, none more than Alex Rowell.
He's a different kind of man. He's a different kind of teacher. He loves God. He's a great Christian. He's very generous. He's very, he shows me a lot of grace.
I learn more and I get more excited about watching him develop, dealing with his questions, answering his questions that are phenomenal. They're questions I hadn't even thought of. My youngest son was killed in an automobile accident when he was 20 years old. One of his teachers really cared, helped him understand what it is to be a man. That lit my fire and said, that's what I want to do, and that's what WCA does.
In the last year, I have begun my college career. There is no doubt that coming from WCA, that I was adequately prepared. Just being able to see an example, that's something I think that our society lacks a lot, to actually see it in living form through Mr. Davis is what's really neat.
I get an opportunity to help the students to understand what's truly real and what's really right.
I was never a confident writer. Mr. Powers really taught me how to write. I would literally get 60s or 50s or 70s on these essays, and he would just turn it back and say, it's not good enough, Ryan. I know you can do better. If I hadn't been through all those experiences, I would never have gotten as high on the SAT scoring as I would have. So I've recently been accepted to Virginia Tech, the engineering school of Virginia Tech, which is, it's huge. It was exactly where I wanted to go.
I have two daughters, Cardene and Nadine. Nadine, when she was very young, very shy, reserved, the teacher first approached her and asked her if she wanted to participate in this play and encouraged her to do it. And from there, through the rehearsals and practices, you just saw this young child blossoming as what we thought was shy and reserved and quiet was this whole new person, and her confidence grew from that. We saw that in her schoolwork, and I think you can trace it all the way back to that third grade teacher pushing her to be in that play. What that teacher did is invest. She invested herself. It's priceless.
I grew up at WCA. I've been here since I was 3 years old, and the teachers have really impacted me. I've grown up with them. They've sort of been like, you know, extensions of my family.
In the high school art curriculum, we try to give students a broad range of experiences so that they can find out what they enjoy doing and what their strengths are.
And Sharon Parker really pushed me to expand and to experiment with different media. And I wouldn't have done half of what I have done now if it wasn't for her. And she recognized I guess the gift I had for it, and she encouraged me to consider the AP art class, which kind of was what, you know, led me to choose art in college.
Rachel's just blossomed more and more, and I love seeing the work she's doing now, her watercolors. It's just so rewarding.
She is more than a teacher. She is a friend. She is a mentor. She helped shape my future.
I was deployed to Afghanistan last year. WCA helped my family out while I was gone, especially my 6-year-old John David.
I felt that it was important to let his teacher know there were changes going on at home, that his dad was going to be deploying. But when I told her, she cried with me.
We hugged each other and we both cried, and it was kind of neat because when you get to know a little bit about each family, you get to enjoy their life, you get to be part of their life, and they're part of yours.
My first package that I received from the school had Mrs. Randall's name on it, and then I opened it up and there was a class photo of There was a photo of John David, and he seemed to stand out and just smile through the photo. And that let me know my family was safe.
Tara has a remarkable relationship with a young teacher here named Crystal, who also has a Tuesday morning Bible study in small group. Crystal took her small group up to a conference in Richmond that was just amazing.
While we were at the conference, we got this little book, and in there was a little note to our dad. It says, "As your daughter, I ask you to guard and protect my heart until you approve of the right person that can be trusted with my heart.
I give my heart to you until you think I'm prepared to give it away." And that was, I don't know too many places where you get that card. This means more to me than her graduation certificate.
When I leave the kids off in the morning, I leave the kids in the hands of the teachers and in the hands of the Lord. And I know I never have any concern, any worry. They are learning how to be the best that they can be. That to me is the most important thing in their life.
The financial investment every year, my husband and I look at it again, and every year we could honestly say, you know what, we're not really sure we can afford that. But every year we manage to do it, and it's because we know that we're investing in our boys' future.
Hand in hand, shaping the future.
Hand in hand, shaping the future.
Hand in hand, shaping the future.
In the beginning, God made the heavens and the earth. I love WCA.
My teachers believed in me.
This is a big family.
I love WCA.
My teachers cared about me.
This is about shaping lives.
This is a fun place to go to school.
I am being prepared for life.
Christ is why we're here.
The teachers care about my children.
This is about their life.
I love WCA.
God is in this place.
Hand in hand, shaping the future.